Yo, welcome to the channel. My name's DeeSimilar. This is part 4 of Black Ops 6 Worst to Best, a recurring series on this channel where I share my rankings of all the light machine guns from worst to best, hence the name, after having a decent amount of experience and unlocking mastery camos with each. This is my sole opinion. If you happen to disagree, you're welcome to share your own opinions and worst to best lists in the comments. I also invite you to drop a like on the video and please consider subscribing to the channel. We're on the way to 50,000 subscribers and any help is greatly appreciated. Real quick, I'm going to keep this under 15 seconds. Into the AM's Black Friday Cyber Monday sale is going on now through December 8th. You can save up to 60% off site-wide. They got graphic tees and a whole bunch of awesome clothes. I love what they got, and you can use my discount code D to save an additional 10% off. Links down below in the description if you want to check them out. I got to say all the LMGs are pretty decent and I enjoyed using each of them. They each have their own strengths that kind of make them stand out in different ways, but I do think one is a tier below the other two, and that LMG is the GPMG-7, starting off our list in 3rd place. This is like your power fantasy LMG. It has a fast fire rate. It's like that bullet hose archetype with lots of ammo to use. In terms of time to kill, the GPMG is the slowest killing LMG in close to mid-range. However, it does make some ground up and becomes competitive at long ranges, although I wouldn't say it's the most reliable at long range because of its recoil. The recoil isn't bad. The first 10 shots go straight up with little horizontal movement, but then it slowly drifts to the right and then to the left, and that can get tricky when it's taking at least 6 shots to kill a target at long range. In close to mid-range combat, the recoil is very easy to control, and I don't really have any complaints when it comes to damage. It's a little bit weak. What I don't like about the GPMG is that some attributes for this weapon are fast and then some of them are slow, and they directly contradict each other, and this results in awkward, bursty feeling gameplay. For instance, you can burn through the GPMG's 50 round mag in just 3 seconds. It runs out of ammo very quickly, very frequently, and then it takes double that time to simply reload the weapon. It has the fastest sprint to fire speed in class, but the slowest aim down sight speed in class at the same time. I often found myself wanting to pre-aim down sights in most gunfights, which makes that sprint to fire speed bonus really redundant. There's also no fast mag attachments with this weapon, which means you're spending way too much time reloading. So what I like to do is embrace the traditional LMG playstyle and use the largest magazine possible that you have. And that does make the GPMG convenient to use. You don't have to reload as often, but everything is very sluggish. So this weapon, it's fun to use. You can perform well with it, but without a doubt, I think you're going to be better off with the other two LMGs. They're just simply better balanced. Like our LMG, I would call this the second best LMG in the game at the number 2 spot. We have the XMG. This is a well-rounded light machine gun. It has a competitive time to kill with the best range in class, and it has pretty low recoil. The first 10 shots are very accurate. Then it has like this weird hiccup for a few shots, but then it just slowly pulls up and left. It's very easy to control, and you can land your shots reliably at any range. You also have double the amount of ammo with the XMG, with 100 rounds in the mag. I think the main downside when it comes to using this weapon is that it has a slow reload. Like, it's actually really slow. It's nearly 2 seconds slower than the other LMG's base reload speeds. The XMG does have a 50 round fast mag, which is good news. That will shave off 1.5 seconds of your reload speed, but even with this attachment, your reload speed is slower than the base reload speed of the other LMGs. Plus, you're going to be doing frequent reloads with only 50 rounds in the mag at a painfully slow reload speed. For comparison, the GPMG with its 200 round mag has a reload speed similar to the XMG without any attachments. And you can get like 1 dozen to 2 dozen kills with the GPMG before you even need to reload. Another downside to the XMG is it has some pretty sluggish aim down sight speed, and that does make the weapon just feel sluggish in general, but overall it is relatively easy to use. If I had to sum this weapon up in one word, it's kind of smooth. It just works. I hit my shots, it feels kind of good. It is competitive, but it does embrace its LMG nature. It just tends to be a little slow. And we're already at the best LMG in Black Ops 6. There's only 3 in the game at the moment. A quick reminder before we get into that, if you haven't dropped a like on the video, please tap that like button and consider getting subscribed to the channel. But the best LMG in Black Ops 6, I think, easily goes to the PU-21. The PU-21 is the fastest killing LMG all around. It's one of the fastest killing weapons at long range in Black Ops 6, and it has fairly low recoil, so it's pretty easy to hit shots. It pulls slowly up for the first 15 shots, then your recoil will ramp up and pull hard to the right, so ideally you'll avoid sustaining fire for too long. It also has the fastest movement in class, the fastest aim down sight speed in class, and the fastest base reload speed in class. But what I love about this weapon is it has a 45 round fast mag attachment option that catapults the PU into a whole nother tier. This attachment cuts the reload speed down to 3.5 seconds, the aim down sight speed down to 325 milliseconds, and then the sprint to fire speed down to 235 milliseconds. This is marksman level handling speeds, and it's so much faster than what you can get with the other 2 LMGs. Plus, you load the magazine into the side of the gun, which I think is a really cool look for it. But yeah, the PU is the only LMG where I don't feel like a snail moving around the map. I don't feel like I'm using an LMG. And I think that's even more important with how fast of a pace the Black Ops 6 combat can be with Omni movement. If for some reason you're against having less ammo with the fast mag, still the base PU is statistically superior than the other LMGs. I think the real only downside to this weapon is it has a shorter max damage range, but its range fall off is at 46 meters, which is plenty of range to work with on standard 6v6 maps. I also think the iron sights suck if I want to be picky. They're kind of bulky. I find it impossible to see anything below your crosshairs, so for me, a sight is required in my Pick 5 attachments, but other than that, I absolutely love the PU-21. I think it's very deserving of the best spot. That's just my opinion, though. Again, you're welcome to leave your own in the comments. But that's it for worst to best LMGs. Leave a comment if you have a preference for which weapon class I do next. So far, we've done assault rifles, submachine guns, marksman rifles, and LMGs. I believe that leaves snipers, shotguns, and then the secondaries left. If you haven't liked the video yet, you're contractually obligated to tap that like button right now because you watched the video all the way through. Also, if you're not subscribed, consider getting subscribed to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. My name is DeeSimilar, and I'll catch y'all on the next one.